Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is YesterGames, and today we are back with another episode. Well, a new episode, I guess, would be the right way to say it, of WWE 2K17 COS Showcase. Now, I'm going to give you guys the quick little rundown about why I'm doing this, but probably tomorrow or maybe the day after, I will be uploading a full explanation video. Probably going to be like 5-8 minutes, but I'm just going to give you guys the rundown right now. I'm going to be restarting the CAW universe, series, league, whichever you want to call it. I'm not going to get into the reasons right now. All you guys need to know for right now is that I'm going to restart it. It's going to have IPW in it, and it's going to be the one show. Also, I'm only recreating my specific male cause. All the females will stay, as well as all of the YouTube subscriber cause. Some of them might be changed slightly, but primarily they'll be the exact same as if I had never touched them. Most of them actually will be untouched. Alright, so now that that's out the way, we are going to get into this. I'm going to be showcasing 5 cars in this episode. And to start off here, as you can see in the top left corner, we have here Adam Cage is a car that I've had the idea for since before I started actually making cars. I used to like limit myself, and I did it actually before I restarted this to like what the name system had. So what I mean by that is for a couple years, like the name Cage was actually a physical name that you could use. This is before they implemented the system where Lillian Garcia would actually say the name during their entrance. It was like an actual name you could use, and then when they cut that name from the list, I stopped using it because obviously she wouldn't be able to say it, which kind of took me out of the realism. But how the universe mode went before I decided to restart it, or before I am restarting it, I realized that that's actually kind of irrelevant, that I don't actually need that. So I'm going to be using Adam Cage. Originally, making this call, made him like yesterday, I think. Wasn't a big fan of what I did, but it's actually growing on me now. I might still change it, but it's actually growing on me. You can pretty much see what I did here. It's a very basic idea, but I do kind of like it. Gave him like this kind of like steel pattern across his trunks. A little bit of a dead zone here. Not there, here, right here. Between the metal, couldn't really get that to work. It was either going to be that side or this side. I just thought this side was better. Also did the same thing here with the knee pad. And everything else is black. I didn't want to put any more colors on here because I didn't really think that would have worked. I just thought that black and then, you know, the silver because of the cage and everything would work out. I might delete this shirt later on. I haven't really decided that yet. But I just gave him this shirt just for a little while. This is before I actually started liking this call. As I said, it's growing on me. Originally, making this call, I just finished it and said that I would come back to it later if I didn't like it. Which was the idea, but I actually am starting to like it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I might delete this shirt and just make him enter topless. Or I might replace it with a jacket. Or I might just change the shirt entirely. But this is what I have for the shirt right now. Kind of like a pun. Adam Cage, cage match. You can obviously tell what I'm going for here. Now the second attire is pretty much the exact thing as the first, except with different trunks. I cut out the knee pad because it wouldn't have worked here, and I do enjoy that combination of knee pad boots, as you guys can probably tell from my other cars as well. Just give them some different trunks. Still the steel. This is kind of a messed up thing, but I couldn't really fix it to the point where it would have looked good, so I just gonna keep that as it is. I think one of my thing is here that I like the pattern on the trunks. I actually like that, and I didn't want to put any letters or any words here because I didn't think it looked very good. So I'm still 100% sure. Like I said, originally did not like the car, but looking at it again a couple of days later, it's actually growing on me. So here's his entrance attire for this second attire. I actually like this better than I like the shirt that I gave him for the first one. This nice little stitch here that goes all the way around, or at least all the way around vertically. I think it looks pretty cool actually. I might want to put a word back here, just like Cage, or maybe his full name, Adam Cage. But I think I actually like this. I'm pretty happy with this. And as you guys can see from the top left corner, I did give him the cage. Well, I'm going to be calling it the cage driver, as you can see, but it is the Suplex Power Driver. If you don't know what that is, it is, I guess the easy way to say it, if you know some old WCW wrestling. I don't know if he ever used it in WWE, but I believe Scott Steiner used that move, the suplex pile driver. It looks very good, and I thought it would be a good move to use. I wasn't using it before, so I thought it would be just a cool thing to use. The suplex pile driver seemed like a nice idea. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, guys. So moving on. This is Adam Cage, and next we're gonna move on to Johnny Starr. Alright guys, so moving on. Here is Johnny Starr. Here you guys go, a little quick view. Johnny Starr, same thing with Adam Cage. The name Starr was removed in a couple games ago, so I stopped using the name Starr. Johnny Starr kind of has the same idea as Adam Steele, if you guys remember him before. A little bit less, I guess. This is like another call that I've actually always had the idea for. I just like the name Johnny Starr. It's a good name. I thought it would be cool. So here's what I came up with. I don't know why. This is always how I've imagined. This is always how I've imagined this superstar. Gave him some nice little tights here. These are AJ Styles tights, by the way. I used some blocks to make the One and the Phenomenal disappear, and just put some stars around him. I actually like this. Now, my problem with this attire is the boots and knee pads. I like the boots and knee pads themselves. It's more like the stars on the tights and everything. In a match, they look kind of weird. I might try to add some stars on the knee pads. While they're small, I might still add them just so they could be something there. I haven't really decided about that yet. I probably will, but I haven't decided 100% yet. I didn't give him an entrance attire for this. It's the same thing. I didn't really want to give him anything. I just thought he would enter like this. I thought it would be okay. So here is his second attire. I like this attire better than the first one, which kind of makes me feel bad because I actually do like the first attire too. I like both attires, but I like this one kind of better. I wanted to use tights though. I really wanted to use tights. So here is his second attire. Of course, trunks, changed up, basically everything from top to bottom, including the hand, wrist, forearm tape, elbow pad, knee pads, boots, and I give him some nice socks, which is why I have this yellow here. And I give him some nice trunks too. I use these metallic material stars, which I actually enjoy. I think these look pretty cool. I don't have anything along the back side. I was gonna do that, but I wasn't sure if I would have enough layers, which I think I do have if I maybe be a little bit conservative with how many stars I put to cover up space. So I think it looks pretty good actually. I actually like this attire. I think it looks pretty cool. And like I said, just the first one, no entrance attire, none whatsoever. I think it's a pretty cool thing. I actually like this car. It's a car that I've had in mind for a couple of years, just like with Adam Cage, and I'm really happy I made this car looking pretty decent. Some small changes may be applied here or there, but overall, I think it looks pretty good. As you can see in the top left, just with Adam Cage, gave him the Brainbuster as a finisher. Love the Brainbuster as a finisher. I think it's a great move. Although I am going to be calling it the Exploding Star, just because Johnny Starr, Exploding Star, Brainbuster, it all makes sense. So here is Johnny Starr. Now I'm going to move on to our third Ka. We're going to be moving on to Beast. Alright guys, so here is Beast. Beast has a similar idea to William Briggs. If you guys want to go watch that stream, or even just listen to probably like maybe the first Ka showcase, then you could probably hear what I have in mind there. But I think with Beast, I had him partnered with Miles White. Now my idea when I had William Briggs and Miles White was the Shawn Michaels Diesel combination, which is why William Briggs is kind of a bigger, stronger man. Not what I'm going for here. You'll see him in a minute, but I've given Beast a manager that I've named Henry Long, and I'm going for the Brock Lesnar Paul Heyman combo. Of course, Beast will be Brock, and Long would be Paul Heyman. So this is what I came up with for Beast. Another card that I've had idea for a long time. I guess, I don't know where I got the idea from, like just a big destroyer. Maybe Bobby Lashley gave me that idea. It was before Brock Lesnar came back, so I didn't actually see how dominant he was. But this is just how he came out. Give him this nice tattoo right on the arm, wrist, forearm, hand tape, whichever you want to call it, elbow pad as well. Gave him these nice trunks here, these Hideo Itami trunks with this wolf emblem on both sides. And then, of course, on the back just says the Beast. I won't be calling him the Beast, though. I'll just be calling him Beast. I just thought the Beast was a good way to say it, too. Gave him some nice knee pads, something to talk about here. Boots. Gave him the same logo on both sides of the boots. Decided to give him this nice jacket. Didn't want him entering without anything. So this nice jacket, nothing really all that huge. Just like this jacket. Reminds me of Ricochet, and everybody knows that I enjoy Ricochet. One of my favorites indie wrestlers. So here's his second attire. Changed up almost everything. Well, probably like everything except maybe the knee pads. Knee pads are probably the only thing that actually stayed. But everything else has changed. Gave him some new trunks. Got another Beast/Wolf logo. Here it is. Give him some stitches on both sides. And on the back, you could see the word Beast. I'm being a lot more general, or not more general, a lot more liberal with my cause this time around. Something I don't like that I did, and I'll get into this more in the video where I explain why I'm doing what I'm going to do. Is that I made cause with a very specific idea in mind, which doesn't mean anything if I'm not using them for that idea. So I'm kind of being a little bit more liberal with my, I don't know why I had like a weird long pause there. Anyway, being a little bit more liberal with my attires this time around. They can kind of like fit any circumstance, any situation, which is kind of what I'm going for. If I need something specific, I'll make it, but overall, these are a little bit more liberal. Now here is his entrance attire for this. Same thing, just gave him a nice jacket. Didn't really want to give him a shirt for some reason. I didn't really want a shirt on him. And again, as you can see with Johnny Starr and Adam Cage, Beast, top left corner, give him the finishing move, the spear. Won't be calling it anything because I don't really need to. I don't know why, I just don't think the spear needs to be renamed. I like the spear as just being called the spear. I don't need to have that move renamed at all. I like how it is. So here is Beast. Now we're going to be moving on to his manager. He is the Brock Lesnar. To our next cause, Paul Heyman. I'm going to be showing you guys the manager to Beast, Henry Long. Alright guys, so here is Henry Long. We're not going to spend too much time on this specific person because as you can see, I don't have a second attire for him. I'm not sure if I'm going to give him one. I might, maybe a casual attire. You know, as you can see, he's a little bit more business attire here. Might give him a casual attire just for giggles, but probably not. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. I just wanted to show off this because this is, regardless if I choose to give him the casual attire or not, this is going to be like the primary attire. I might give him like a wrestling attire if I'm going to have him wrestle in the future, which I probably will, but probably not anytime soon. So guys, here is Henry Long. As you guys can see, I did want to give him the businessman kind of vibe, which is why I have the suit on. And he is representing his client Beast, which is why the Beast logo is on his back there, just as his client Beast wears it in his primary attire. It would make sense actually if I make his second attire with the other logo. I might do that actually. That makes sense now that I say it out loud. I wasn't thinking about it originally, but saying it out loud, it does make sense, so that it would fit both attires. I haven't done his move set because I actually haven't decided if he's going to wrestle at any point. He probably will, except it won't be for a very long time, so I don't really feel like doing it. I only really want him to be a manager, so there's not a whole lot for him to do wrestling wise. so I don't have to make the move set, which is why there's nothing there telling you his finishing move and what it's going to be called, because he doesn't have one. And if he does, I'll probably make it something like really stupid and really simple, like a suplex. Just, you know, something that defines the fact he's a manager, not a wrestler. A wrestler, you expect like a tombstone pile driver, a butterfly pile driver. I don't know how to pile driver today. I guess a curb stomp, underhook facebuster, but a suplex, you know, he's not experienced. Alright, so moving on to our last call. Happy about this call because he came out better than the original time I made him this year. We're going to be moving on to Justice. Alright guys, we're going to wrap this up with Justice. So I made this call before in the past universe mode, remade him here. Like him better, Justice, just like every single other call. Okay, I take that back. Just like 4 out of 5 of the other calls on this list, Henry Long being excluded, Justice is another call that I've always had the idea for. His idea has shifted because I've changed it from what I had originally. The original time I thought of Justice, I have no idea what I actually thought about for his gimmick, but it changed from time to time. But the overall general idea for him that was he was a revolutionist, similar to Drew McIntyre and I think TNA. I think he was going by the name Drew Galloway, actually. Apologies. Or I suppose CM Punk at some point would be considered revolutionist. So here is Justice. Gave him the same hairstyle because I actually like this hairstyle for the character that I'm going for. Revolutionist, this kind of hairstyle. I believe this is called the cow tongue, which is a weird name for a hairstyle, but okay. Gave him some piercings because I thought it would make sense. Gave him the CM Punk X's on the wrist tape because obviously, yeah, elbow pad of course. And I have the word revolution spelled out here on the back of his trunks. Knee pads and boots. We'll talk about here. I am going to keep his overwhelming idea that he's a wrestling revolutionist. He wants to make wrestling great again, and wrestling is a good place to be as opposed to a lot of the crap that's in it currently. So I do have this wrestling revolutionist shirt. And here is his second attire. Changed up the logo here, gave him this logo, which I think is actually pretty cool as well. New trunks, of course. Wrestling Revolutionist on the back again. Elbow pad also has the same revolution symbol that I'm using here. Kept the X's on the wrist tapes, even though the Punk logo doesn't make an appearance here, but I still thought it would be cool. Knee pads and boots here. Nothing really to talk about because I didn't put anything on those. Here's his entrance attire. Gave him this nice hoodie with the logo still right there, as you can see, and on the back it does say Wrestling Revolutionist because he is a revolutionist, wants to revolutionize wrestling. So here's Justice. As you guys can see, I gave him the GTS, the Gourd Buster version. No idea who uses it, but I thought it was actually cooler than the normal GTS that you normally see with CM Punk. I thought it was cooler looking, so I gave him that one instead. So thank you DLC moves. So here is Justice, and that's going to be it for us, guys. Hope you guys can enjoy this car showcase. We've checked out 5 cars here today. A couple videos. As I said, the video specifically, will be me explaining why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I didn't go into it too much in depth here, but I'll be explaining it in depth in the next video. I will be streaming tomorrow some Paragon. It's been a hectic week, so I haven't been able to stream, but I will be streaming tomorrow. Later today, actually. Later today, I will be streaming some Paragon. New character got released, so that's going to be fun. And that's going to be it. There probably will be a couple more cost showcase. Is maybe 2 is way too little. Probably a good 4 more car showcase episodes within the next week or two before I get it started. I'm going to be kind of like hitting these cars home because I don't want to wait too long to to restart the universe mode again. But anyway, hope you all have a nice day. See you guys in the next video. Hope you guys can enjoy the show. Peace out.